The Rope by Silvina Ocampo. Antoito Lopez liked dangerous games, climbing up the handrail of the water tank, swinging from the rafters of the house, lighting fires in the fireplace. These games entertained him until he discovered the sledge, the old sledge that served others to sweep the baths, to raise the bushes from the bottom of the well, and, in short, for anything. Yes, the games entertained him until the sledge fell into his hands. For a year of his 7-year life, Antoito had waited for the stag. Now he could do with her what he wished. First he made a hammer from a tree, then a horn for the horse, then a liana to hang from the trees, then a sling, then a horn for the kings, 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 then a snake. Pushing it forward, the stag retorted and turned its head back with a swagger, as if ready to pounce. At times he climbed behind Toyoto the stairs, climbed trees, sat on the banks. Toyoto always had to be careful not to get the shogo to touch him. It was part of the game. I saw him call the wolf, as one calls a dog, and the wolf came near at first, to the outskirts, then, little by little, obediently. With such mastery Antoito threw the spear and gave him that serpentine, twisted motion that the two could have worked in a circle. Nobody said, "Toby, don't play with the sock." The sock seemed to be quite calm when it slept on the table or on the floor. Nobody would have believed she could save anyone. Over time it became more flexible and dark, almost green, and lastly a bit viscous and unpleasant, in my opinion. The cat did not approach him, and sometimes, in the mornings, between their naked bodies, they would be delayed by a few minutes. Toyoto usually shook it before throwing it into the air, like a disco ball or a broomstick, and he did not need to pay attention to its movements. It was, as it were, the stag leaping out of his hands to swing forward, to turn better. If someone asked him, "Toby, lend me the sash," the boy invariably replied, "No." A linty hair on the side of the head was blown off, with a beard, its chin shaven, looked like a dragon. Toby wanted to save a cat with the stag. The sage refused. It was good. A soga, what does it eat? There are so many in the world. In boats, in houses, in shops, in museums. Everywhere Toyoto decided to be a herbivore. He was given food and water. He baptized her with the name Primula. When he launched the spear at each movement, he said, "Primula, let's go Primula," and Primula obeyed. Toyoto took the habit of sleeping with Primula on the bed, with the precaution of placing his head on the pillow and his knee well down, between the pillows. One December afternoon, the sun, like a ball of fire, glowed on the horizon so that everyone looked at it, comparing it with the moon until the same Toshito. That time the soga went back with the energy of forever, and Toito did not retreat. The head of Primula slammed him in the chest and slammed his tongue through the blouse. That is how Tobit died. I saw him, trembling, with my eyes open. The sage, with the flinty arrows snared, sat beside him. Finn.